Hello guys, my name is Vicky.
Hi everybody, my name is Arturo.
And we live in Gilbert, Arizona.
Guys, so we just wanted to share a story real quick. We thought we had the coronavirus. So we just wanted to explain to you quick, like the symptoms that we had, what happened to us in the last 2 weeks. Okay, so day one, I just started off with just your basic sore throat. Day two, I woke up feeling like I couldn't breathe. Like I felt like somebody had my lungs and wasn't even letting me breathe. It was just I was out of breath and stuff, and that's when I decided to go see a doctor. So I told Vicky to take me to just like a regular doctor where I had to pay out of pocket, and the doctor was hearing me breathe, and he said that he needed to take X-rays, and so yeah, he pretty much told me I need to go get X-rays, and he gave me some antibiotics, and then on our way to to try to see taking the X-rays, I started feeling way worse, where I actually couldn't breathe anymore, or I felt like I couldn't breathe, and I started just throwing up, and then I told my wife here, I was like, take me to the ER because there's I can't breathe, like I need to go to the ER right now. And so she took me to the Chandler Regional Hospital, where I went on Wednesday, and at the hospital there, they took X-rays on my lungs, and they put me on the breathing machine, and they gave me some antibiotics, and they pretty much said they took X-rays on my lungs, and they pretty much diagnosed me with bronchitis. They said I had bronchitis in my lungs, acute bronchitis, and after that they pretty much sent me home, and they gave me an inhaler and some antibiotics to take home, which I had to get at CVS. Then day three, I was still trying to catch my breath, but my lungs were getting better. I started getting more mucus in my nose and in my throat. In day four, we have a little daughter. She's
18 months.
She's 18 months. We started noticing that she started getting sick right away too.
We weren't sleeping in the same bed
Yeah,
during this time.
I was keeping my distance because I didn't know what I had, and everybody was. That's when the whole coronavirus was like going crazy.
Barely breaking it.
Correct.
Day 5.
Day five.
Day 5.
Day five, we got worried about our daughter because it seemed like she couldn't breathe either. So we decided to take her to the ER, which was the one in Chandler. So we went straight to Chandler Regional Hospital, and we took her there, and we told her that our daughter seems like to be having a hard time catching her breath. And they did the same thing. They took X-rays on her lungs, and pretty much they told us that she had pneumonia at the Chandler Regional Hospital. They told us she had pneumonia, so they put her on antibiotics and stuff, and then they sent us home. Day 6, we got more scared because our daughter seemed to, not seem to be getting better. She seemed, one day she was just throwing up, and passing out on us, which was day 6, and so we decided, we were like, you know what, we need to go to the Mesa Hospital, which is for kids. So we took her there, and the doctor there, they did the same thing. They took X-rays and stuff, and they said that they found an ear infection, and they did a urine test and stuff like that, and they said that she didn't have the flu or nothing, but we were not getting tested for the coronavirus.
So day 7, I started off with sore throat, runny nose, and then fever.
Day 8, my wife had a fever still. She was throwing up. I went back to work, but I still had problems with my nose and my throat, and I was still coughing. I went back to work, and my wife, she stayed home. She still had a fever, and that's when I had to come back home and give her some medicine and check up on her during lunch break, and then I had to go back to work.
And then that same day, after dinner, I was throwing up.
Day 8, we were all sick. Pretty much the whole house was sick. We were not trying to get close to nobody. She's the only one that had the fever. Me and my daughter, we never got a fever. We were just having trouble breathing. I had a sore throat, runny nose, coughing. I was coughing a lot, where where my hernia, I had a hernia issue now. I had to have surgery because the hernia came out of all the coughing I was doing because I was sick, and so we were all having a horrible time. So day 9, my wife, she was still sick. So if you want to tell them that she never went to the ER.
I never went to the ER, and that reason was because they told us we had a common flu or common cold or whatever, and so I didn't want to waste that money since I don't have insurance.
And I don't have insurance, and I decided just to go to the ER because I felt like I was really dying. So we just want to show you some of the medicines we were taking while we were going through this. This is the 2 we use. What's it called? Tocalo?
We just called it Tocalo. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Tocalo.
They were really good.
These were really good for me.
They really help us breathe. This is for the sore throats that we had, which is really good for you. And then Theraflu. We had some Theraflu. And some oral relief.
And then a lot of Pedialyte.
And a lot of Pedialyte. And then we were also taking antibiotics, which were some of our daughter's antibiotics.
We had to.
We had extra. She had extra. Some amoxicillin I was giving my wife to fight whatever she had. And then the antibiotics that they gave me to help me fight whatever I had too. So that was day 10. We were all, finally getting better. I still had a runny nose, I still had my sore throat, and I still had a cough. That's the only thing I had then now. But I was finally able to breathe. I was doing the breathing treatment, doing my inhaler. Finally got my lungs back to where I kind of want them, but there's still some times where I still kind of trying to catch my breath, but it's not how it was.
And then you were like really weak.
Oh yeah, no, I was getting the sweats. It wasn't like a fever, but I feel like really, really hot, and then I feel really, really cold, and then I'll get like certain pain in my body, but I don't know where that was from either. Day 11, we were all recovering. My daughter, all of us, we're still recovering. Just minor symptoms now, which was just like your, a lot of boogers, stuffy nose, cough, sore throat. My sore throat is still coming and going. Like there's still like where I feel like, like just something there, but it just comes and goes now. Still, I don't think it's normal, but we're still going through it. So yeah, we just wanted to make this video to tell you guys like what we had. We're still not sure what we had. We're still fighting it right now. It's not as major as it was when we first started. It was very confusing for us because we still don't know what we had, which is crazy. The hospital, they never tested us for anything. So it's like, did we have it or did we not have it? But we try to stay away from our families and stuff like that. I think the best thing to do is if you do get sick is just stay away, because you just don't know what you have. And the emergency room or like the hospitals were no help to us, because they were help for treating us, but they pretty much didn't even tell us what we had, because there was no tests
or anything.
There was no resources for anything. So it was like, go home, you're fighting a common cold or the flu, but at the same time you just don't know what you had, because you didn't get I didn't get tested for the flu or for anything. They didn't take out blood, nothing. So it's like, how do you guys know what I had or not?
One thing we did know, it was really, really contagious.
Yeah,
because we got it in a matter of
days.
few days.
Yeah, like
of breathing the same air. We weren't even sleeping together. We weren't even kissing each other.
We pretty much was trying to stay away from each other.
Yeah.
And I had a mask on the whole time too, so which was pretty crazy. And we just want to show you guys our experience, and we're still recovering to this day.
Yeah.
And then it's been how many days now? It's been like 14 days or around there,
days.
but we're still recovering.
And if you guys have any comments of like, hey, I have those same symptoms, or if you're like somebody like a nurse or whoever, a doctor, whatever, and I want to hear your guys' experience as well.